All right, we're live. I kind of continue on with the theme of urban trees here. So that's where we're going to go with that. So first of all, I get my handy dandy sponge out here. Soak that in some water. And this time instead of Prussian blue base, I'm going to go with uh, a more of a yellow ochre. So as the sun's coming through these trees here, so we're going to get that. Anyway, coming out with titanium white and yellow ochre. This canvas covered here. That tree out of the way. Oh, geez. Do 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 do. So sure. Hey, hey, Banana, how you doing? Hey, we're gonna get some yellow out here. Yeah, white. More white than that. Okay. Now we can get some more Prussian blue and some green. Probably got magenta also in this. Prussian blue. There's my Prussian blue. Oh dear, I need to get some more Prussian blue. Right along. There. It's kind of a critical color of mine too. Oh dear, I'm gonna have to order it as soon as I'm done with the show. Is that? Yeah, that's Prussian blue. Oh come on! I hate it when it dries up in there. Probably have another. I'm not ground. Oh dear. Look at you. I do have a. Yay! But I still need to order some. I'm getting low. I use a lot of Prussian blues, you know. Probably too much of it. I think I need to kind of vary up my colors a little more. Never a bad idea to do that. Change up a little bit. I said more of the urban trees. This is an intersection that's downtown Portland, 10th and Morrison. The Max train goes up it, and but what I like about it, it's like a canopy of trees. And so I thought that would follow our kind of like our theme that we've been going to here. So that's what we're doing. Come back in here with the my handy dandy sponge. It is. It's like the canopy that goes across the street. And there's an old building right here. I have a couple other pictures. I might combine a couple of photographs that I took. Uh, Morrison here. We've got sidewalk here. Here's right about to here. Okay. And across the street is another street here. And then Morrison just kind of, and like so. Oh, I forgot to turn the thingamajigger off. Sure as heck, I'm going to call us right smack in the middle of this. Ah, give me a second here. Okay, cool. Nothing important. Yep. Yeah, I'll do that. Talking to myself, full conversation again. Hey, so I think that's what we're doing here. And it goes along with the theme here, urban trees. But I always say you can have like a theme, but don't get yourself where that's the only thing you do. There's a building right here. The sunlight was coming through it and was reflecting on the pavement below. So we're just kind of getting the background in here. Trees pretty much cover up that building. You don't even see the building. Several of them comes along here. So we're gonna do it. I'm probably right smack in your way, aren't I? No, not too bad. Okay. I need to get myself a monitor over here so I can see how bad I'm blocking everything. I think sometimes you can't see anything that I'm doing. Okay. So, boom. Got the base coat in and got it on my hands and everything. So we're gonna get that in here. And we got people crossing the street. So this kind of has everything that I was looking for. I took this picture, oh, probably, God, I wouldn't be surprised as long ago as a couple of years ago. Downtown waiting for probably just got to the Max. Yeah, one more. Excuse goodness. Handy dandy lights here we have in the city. I like our lights. It's so sad with some cities, they went through this weird modernizing stage and they ripped out anything that was remotely old. And wish they hadn't done that. Now there's a town called Renton, which is up in Washington State. That's south of Seattle. Actually, the Boeing 737 is built in that town, and they went with these horrifically horrid looking lights. Finally, they ripped them out. They were like, "What were we thinking?" They were just hideous. I mean, when I say hideous, I mean hideous with a capital H. You know, I don't want to offend anybody, but oh my gosh, they're horrible. We got streetcar tracks that go this direction. This is 10th. And then you got the Max tracks that go from here all the way over to here. That's how our perspective is. And then go like so. There we go. And then this is the platform right here. So kind of guessing the horizon is about here. Okay. So we're going to kind of move that, talking to myself. This is how I start sketching out and kind of just sketch that thing out. Oh, okay, that's all the way over here. See, that's what's interesting. When you look at what I do is I look at where I'm at the edge of the photograph that I took, and that gives you the clue where you need to go with this. And your eyes will play tricks on you. I think you probably know that. Okay, this is, there we go. This comes around like so. There we go. Okay, and there's actually a max train in this. So this thing kind of had everything in it that I wanted. So we'll have our max train almost dead center there. Oh, that's green. We don't need that. Yeah. Well, I think what was so sad is that was in the 50s that they tore out all so much rail. And then now they're like, why did we do that? We need that rail, for I always take the rail. I mean, you get some interesting characters every once in a while on there, but I always take the rail. So it's just a light rail. It just zips right on downtown. Very inexpensive. It's ridiculously low price. They are talking about raising the price a little bit, but it'll still be ridiculously low price. So, I mean, you can't park for what it costs you to, uh, you know, drive in. So we'll get that. Just kind of sketching that in. And I have a whole bunch of more trees here, and then you got where the sunlight is coming through. So, and we'll rub that, otherwise we'll have a big blob there. All right. Do 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 boom 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 boom. It's be really early tomorrow. That's my early day. That's the way it is. Couldn't be a lot worse. Used to have to go in every day. I painted this intersection before, but completely from a different angle. So this is a completely different type of painting. It's going to be more of the emphasis on the trees and stuff. And I think I'm going to remove one of the poles here. We'll just pretend we walked a little further forward. Do my tap, tap, tap with my overworked fan brush here. It gets a workout. But I have a whole box of them. They had one of those internet specials, and I took advantage of it. Yeah, we're supposed to be 18 degrees tomorrow, and then I wake them up, and they'll be really upset with me. We have a fountain in the backyard, and I haven't been able to run it right now because it's just too cold. Oh well. Boom, boom. I think this is gonna become a fun theme of some of the urban trees, because you can still have the urbanness and everything else, you know. Hello, Donna, how are you doing? Greetings. Hello, Mavis. Glad you're able to make it on. Down to the last few days of my artwork at Scandals again. See if they have me back next year. A lot of transformations going on and stuff, so you never know. But I'm working on getting maybe another place. I still got a few lighthouses left, and that might be interesting to get out to the coast with them or something. I don't know. It was interesting when I dealt with Newport. It was like the worst timing ever. I had a personal problem go on right when we were trying to put up the time, and then COVID hit. So it was like, well, that's that. Oh, hell, Larry, how you doing? So that's what went on there, and it seems like we haven't been able to get connected back up again. But I thought it was interesting. The guy that was with one of the galleries there, he was actually more interested in my science fiction. So I don't know. I always tell people science fiction, even though I have a loyal following, it is a hard sell. There's a lot of people can't imagine a science fiction piece in their house. I always tell people, I says, it's your house, it's your home, put whatever you want in there. Oh, I can't have that. So all right. People are funny. We put up what we think we're supposed to have in the house. Boom, 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 boom. What I really liked about this photograph that I took was how the sun was coming through everything. I really enjoyed that. It's reflecting off the street, it's reflecting off the tracks, and the max is casting a good sized shadow. So obviously it was. I'm kind of guessing, looking how green the trees are. This is probably sometime in June, July timeframe, and when I took the picture, and so actually this was probably taken at about 8 o'clock in the evening because the sun was going down. Just beat the crap out of that thing. So the sun's coming through here. So actually, part of the under part of the trees are actually going to be lit up because the sun is fairly low in the sky, and so we will. That's what's going to make this fun. It's going to be the lighting effect on everything. And just a little bit of magenta. That, you know. No idea what's going through my head. I took my original photograph over here and blow that up a little bit. I can really see the building behind. All right. Let's see. Right. That should be good. These trees. So like I said, it's like a canopy that goes all the way across uh, Morrison here. You got the max that runs there, and the wires actually are underneath the trees. That's how tall these trees are. You don't realize how tall they are until you realize those wires are below them. So, and I haven't really ran into a situation with the Max where it actually collided with a tree. We've had a couple times where you can hear some bushes brush against it, but that's about it. There's our building here. Wow. Right, here's one of our handy dandy lights we have here. Just see the edge of it. There. It goes up and over. So get those sketched in. And then there's another set of lights right across the street. Okay. It definitely goes like so. It was almost vertical, just where the perspective is. There we go. And this is our platform where the train pulls right on up. Oh, that track is. I've got this platform wrong. Platform's more right here. It goes almost vertical. Okay, I'm having to talk to myself. Full conversation. Yeah. Oh boy. Doesn't take much. So that's actually going to go like that. There you go. And we got this building here. Barely can see it. Okay. Again, sketched in here. The thing with perspective is kind of, it can be a little bit tricky at times. They have to kind of pay attention to how it's going along, uh, where it's at and all that type of stuff. But this already has a good feel to it. It's our lamp post. Removed. I have a big thing. It's right in the way. That doesn't really need to be there. We'll just pretend we are standing a little bit forward of that blob there. Buddy. That's the shadow from the max. You're gonna have long shadows. That's what I was saying. It's a definitely early evening photo. Well, even early evening, because in the summertime here, it doesn't get dark until almost 10 at the height of, and then we make up for it in the wintertime. Yeah. It's actually the red line going towards the west, going to Beaverton Transit Center. Just get that kind of sketched in there. Can't really see the top because you're looking, it's above you. Cool. Sidewalk here, sidewalk here. And remember, right, there's a really wonderful Mexican restaurant right here. I think that's where that is. Or I might be off a block. I think I'm off a block. That's actually, I'm so sure. I might be right. I've eaten there. That wonderful burritos. I just want you to know that. Here. Yeah, I walk to the max in the morning and I'm always like going, oh, so far, knock on wood, I've been pretty lucky. So I'm hoping it's not too bad first thing in the morning. I'll have to bundle up. It's supposed to be in the low 20s. Ugh. So I'll be bundled up with my scarf and everything. And these are buildings here. You could just, and goes down like so. And it just disappears in the trees again. Hey. How's it going, Fatima? How's it going? Got excited there. And we were talking about cobblestones along the tracks. That's all cobblestone. Then it goes into, then they what do you call them? Sidewalks are brick here in this neighborhood. Happy Mardi Gras, everyone. That's cool. That's cool. There's one thing I was fascinated. I was stationed in Germany, and all the cobblestone streets, and they're not. There's a design to them. They're all kind of like done in this circular pattern. It's really fascinating. When I talk about labor intensive, and what's interesting in places like Germany, some of those cobblestones are built over the top of Roman cobblestone. I have a friend that just recently moved back to Michigan. He grew up in Michigan, so yeah. And the sounds like the suburb he lives in is not too far out of Detroit. I think he said it, pointed out where it was. Ooh. Mhm. Yeah, what's really going to be interesting on this one is going to be how how get the lighting right, because the sun is kind of getting filtered through the trees here. Once we get that in. And I'll take a picture of this tomorrow because I've found, especially having to get up so early in the morning, it's best that I really chill and take my time. And so I'll post a update version of this one probably tomorrow between 4:30 and 5. When I come home, unless I have some unexpected thing I have to do or something. But and you never know, that does happen. I should be here around 4:30. It's be a very long day if I'm not. So it's 10th and Morrison. This intersection is located. Okay, hello, buddy. One more There's black here. Good grief. Finding every color that I don't need. Standard operation for Mike. Good grief. Make sure I don't have it sitting out someplace. Oh, not critical. I could get away with it right now. But, huh. Well, I buried underneath something here. Okay, well, I'll find it when I don't need it anymore. Yeah. Well, heck, that's all right. We'll just we'll work with the Van Dyke Brown. I'll work. Oh, come on. They're not cooperating today. Okay, I'm gonna have to stamp it here with a old ugly brush. Oh, jeez, now I got a mess. Okay. Shoot. I'm gonna have to tape that. I got brown all over my hand, so you're gonna have to bear with me here. I'll be back. When I say brown all over my hand, that means the tube broke. Right back. Holy crap, Olis, I tell you what. And I'll tell you, you want to get that cleaned up, otherwise you're going to be having it all over everything. It's just from experience. Get it out your hands, or you're going to have it all over everything. Okay. It's kind of interesting because Portland it's been in the news. We've been going through some rough times, and all you hear is bad mouthing. But they also point out there's still a lot of good stuff going on, and I think that's a general problem with the internet and everything. Is that it allows people just to be extremely negative. I think, and there's a lot of good stuff going on too. You know, well, I've seen some of the old buildings in Detroit. You have some beautiful old buildings. All right, happy Mardi Gras. Let me over here. Hard to believe it's already Mardi Gras. I'll just be, it's a really non-event. I'm not going to have a band or anything, but it'd be fun to see people there. I'll be there Saturday. See, so I know what we're at. And then Lorenzo's helping me out to get the ones that haven't sold out of there. So make room for the next guy. Last year I had a closing one, but this year I don't think that's going to happen. Something's costing you. I don't mind doing it, but it's gonna. I'm just gonna. I'll probably be there Saturday. It's not going to be any some big event, but no, you're more than welcome to be there. There's no real set time or anything, so yeah, get down there and see where I'm at on it. It seems so strange when one of those shows comes to an end because well, last year I did have a closing show, but I'd also had sold virtually everything, so I felt like that was kind of a way of giving back. But I mean, I still did well. I'm not complaining at all, but yeah, I think it just does. It just seems so strange because Monroe is really good at getting you scheduled way out in advance, so it's not like I used to deal with this one guy, and it was too bad too because I liked his concepts and stuff like that, but he just gave too little of warning. There were times I only had a 3 week warning that he wanted me in a show, and it's like, uh, I like to have a little bit of advertisement time, you know. So that's the way it is. It doesn't. I haven't. He almost like fell off the earth too. It's weird. Once his galleries closed in the mall, that was the last I saw of him, pretty much. Filming here, fall in. There's light reflecting on him, so we'll get that all in there too. Like I said, this is a real whole painting is a play of light. Mhm. Let's get a bigger brush out here. Let's do. As soon as I get some brushes, the You like a little bit of stiffer. Yeah, this will work. This should work. A stiffer bristle sometimes, and if they're too soft, it doesn't get traction on the canvas surface. There we go. Hopefully, it's not too bad of weather. That's one thing I'm a little concerned that when I pick up the canvas is to get it into that van before it's pouring rain. At least one thing we could back it up to my house and back up to the garage. So that's kind of nice. Once we get it in the van, we're okay. And you hope to goodness that we have that spot that you can get to the scandals real easy. I've been there where you're going, oh crap, you're all the way around the block, and that's when it's windy and everything else. Yes. Yeah, you can pick it up Saturday. That's all right. Uh, oh, that's right. Well, Lorenzo's going to be grabbing it anyway, so you won't have to worry about that. Never mind. That strain here will work on that some more tomorrow. I think a white color here going. Oh, good grief. In there. No, that's no fun. I hate when you have the wind mixed in with it because that just compounds the situation. Just like, you know, we've had quite a bit of wind this year, and my poor fence took a beating because of it. I hope I have partially all new fence. Oh well. So that's about to the corner. Giving me crickets. And then, like this. This is a rail tracks. Okay. The tracks there. Mhm. And we'll get the people crossing there's several people crossing the street too. I always like getting the people in there because that gives you perspective and also gives you the human touch. Yeah. Yeah. That's a massive. I said this is a huge storm, goes all the way across the U.S. Start adding texture here. Feel of cobblestone. Yeah. A little more here, and I'm gonna have to wrap it up and go to bed. I always take a moment, and make sure I relax first before I try to do that. But yeah, I try to be in bed on Wednesdays, no later than 9. Doesn't always work, but at least try to get there and just relax. And I need to get back to reading books. That's been one of my problems. I used to read a lot, and I don't know what the problem is. I just haven't been reading like I used to. My problem is when I'm on the light rail in the morning. That's usually when I did all my reading. I'm so tired. I'm afraid that I'm going to fall asleep and end up at the airport. Also call up the office. I'm going to be a little late. Okay, dog. We're not supposed to get the high winds. I think for my walk tomorrow, it's like just 5 miles, 5 miles an hour. So nothing here in Portland or Beaverton. So, but I think that's Detroit, right, Fatima? Yeah. Okay. Well, on that note, people, I'm gonna have to call it here, and we're gonna get a lot of reflections of the sun because the sun is peeking its way through this area up here. So and we'll get the reflections on the rails and everything else. So like this is a real play of light. This painting. And heavy on the detail. Mostly the light is going to be the big key to it. Okay, donk. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow right here again at 7 p.m. Pacific time. That's 10 p.m. I think Detroit's Eastern time, if I remember right. So, yeah, there we go. We got a good start. We got our Max train here. We've got the platform here. We're gonna have some of our fancy dandy lights here, and I think it has a good feel. But it's still going along with the urban tree concept that I was going with, and so this is a wonderful canopy that just literally goes right over the top of Morrison here. So take care, seriously, stay healthy, stay safe, and once again, thank you so much for joining me. Oh, Morrison. All right. Photography Mike Trap. And happy Mardi Gras. Oh, shoot.